Hey guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel, or welcome to my YouTube channel if you are new here. My name is Sarah and I'm so glad that you are watching today's video. If you have not already subscribed, you can do that down below. There's a little red subscribe button right around this general area. You can hit that. You can give me a thumbs up if you like this video, which I hope that you do. And let's get into it. So I have had actually a lot of people ask me how I handle my finances. So I thought today would be a good idea or a good video idea to go ahead and tell you guys what I do to manage my money. So as most of you guys know, if you have been here before, I'm a mom and I'm single, aka I am a single mom. I work 40 hours a week, actually a little bit more, and I have created a budget for myself because my spending has not always been great. Sometimes I should say I am one of those people that, like, when I get depressed, not only do I comfort eat, which I have sort of under control, I shop. And so it's been a long process in life to not just go and be like, I'm really sad, let me go to Target and spend $200 that I don't have. And not that I have a crazy amount of credit card debt. It's actually, I've gotten it majorly under control, and I'm going to show you guys in this video a little bit how I've done that. But it's also learning to work with what you have. So I've created a budget because you may look at your budget and you may put things together and you can see, wow, I'm spending this much, but I'm only making this much. And that was kind of the case for me. Like, my income was a lot lower than what I'm actually spending. And that's not a good place to be. So what you kind of have to do is be a little creative. Like, you can't spend more than you make. It just doesn't work that way. You can't. So you have to figure out where you can cut back and things that you can do with the money that you have, because you're not going to get a raise tomorrow. You might, but even still, it's not going to boost your income enough to cover the deficit of what you're spending. So you have to be creative with your money. And I've figured out ways to be a little more creative with my money and make it so that I'm not spending more than I'm making. And it's worked out really well for me. So the first biggest thing that you really have to do is, like I just said, make that budget. So lay out everything. So I have a spreadsheet of all of my bills. Everything that goes out is listed by month and then divided by week. So I know how much I can spend per week on those bills and how much they cost me per month. I also have it broken down to then what I make, what I take home. And then after all of my bills are subtracted from my income, that's how much money I have left over for the week. And usually that is my grocery money, my grocery and takeout money, like grocery and entertainment. So for me, currently, I live on about $70 to $100 grocery entertainment budget a week. And that's after just being creative with my bills and figuring out what to do with my money. So let's get into the second thing. Number 2, what can you cut out? So being creative with your money is taking a look at what you're spending and what you can get rid of. Because you're spending money on things that you want versus things that you actually need. Yes, I need morning coffee. No, I don't need to buy it from Starbucks or Dunkin' Donuts. I was spending way too much money every single day at Dunkin' Donuts that I don't need to spend. So we cut that out. Not to say that I don't ever get Dunkin', because sometimes on the weekends I do, or sometimes during the week if I'm running late or I just don't feel like making coffee the night before, yeah, I'll grab Dunkin'. But it is not an everyday thing, and it is not in my budget. It's cut out. So I got rid of that. Also, cable. If you really think about it, I mean, maybe you do watch a lot of TV. I don't. So when I think about cable, here's the thing. There's only a few shows that I watch, or I'll leave HGTV on all day long and just binge that, which is just unnecessary. I really only watch The Walking Dead. I was watching Game of Thrones, and I watch football. I do not need cable. I do not need to be paying $200 a month for those 3 things. So we got rid of that. I cut my cable and internet bill in half. I only pay for internet now. Why? Because we all stream everything. Netflix, Hulu, even football. I'm a Patriots fan. The Patriots are on CBS. So during the fall, I'll spend an extra $6 a month for CBS All Access so I can watch football. And if you have Prime, they show you games on Prime. So like, I don't need cable. Which leads me to number 3, looking at your bills and negotiating them. So like I said, I called my cable company and I was like, hey, listen, I don't want cable anymore. And they're like, well, actually, it's cheaper for you to keep your cable and internet. And I'm like, no, it's really not, because my internet bill is only $89 a month, whereas my cable bill is double that. And she's like, well, no, because you have the bundle, it's really cheaper. And I'm like, you're charging me a fee for this, for this, for that, for this. I'm like, no. Don't need it, don't want it, bye. My AT&T bill, so my cell phone bill, I was paying around $120 a month for unlimited data, unlimited texts, and so many minutes. And I was like, this is crazy. I can't afford this. I went online. So that's another thing. You can go online and like with these companies, look and see what they have to offer for new customers and new plans, because they're always doing new promotions to get people in, and sometimes they will do it for their older customers too. So what I found on AT&T, which was pretty brilliant actually, and I switched to it, was a plan that gave me unlimited data, unlimited texts, I don't even remember how many minutes because no one talks on the phone anymore, and 30 cable channels on their Watch AT&T app for $80 a month. My bill literally dropped by $40 a month. And I get more channels. So again, I don't need the cable. No cable. And then with my credit cards, the interest was so high on them that I was paying astronomical minimum payments and I literally couldn't keep up with it. So what I did, I actually had a coworker give me this idea, so I'm not even going to take credit for this because she gave me the idea and it's brilliant. I went and looked up balance transfer cards that I could get a 0% APR interest for like so many months. I think they're like 15 to 18 months. And I did balance transfers for like my entire debt. Balance transferred it to 0 interest a month, cut my payments down. So I think at total I pay about $50 a month on my credit cards, not paying interest. I'm literally just paying those balances down. And I have actually paid off cards with that. So like when you get your income tax return, yeah, you want to go buy a new tattoo or like, you know, spend it on this or treat yourself. But like, honestly, like be responsible and pay off your debt. I literally was able to wipe out an entire credit card with my income tax return this year. And I'll get more into like how that worked in a little bit. Also, what you can do is go on budget plans with your utilities companies. So my oil company, I'm on a budget plan. So instead of having to pay $800 for oil when I need it, because, you know, you're like, oh crap, oil ran out, like need it. I'm on automatic delivery and a budget plan. So I pay into that every single month and I pay it all year long. So that way I'm used to that money coming out and I have it readily available. So that's the thing too, like, if you're used to the money coming out, you're not going to miss it when it goes, and you're going to be prepared to not have that money. So I pay my oil all year long, even when I don't need oil necessarily in the summer, but I'm paying into that. So like when I need my furnace cleaned, I can use that money I've already paid into it and it's done. Also, my electricity bills are extremely high, especially in the summer when you're using air conditioning and in the winter when you're using high heat. But sometimes your electric company will have a budget plan you can go to. I'm from Connecticut. A lot of us use Eversource. They have a budget plan you can go on. And you still have a balance that you owe. So if you were to ever cancel, you're going to owe like a massive amount of money. But you're on a budget plan. You pay way less than you normally would. And if you can ever pay more onto it, like that helps too. So like when you get your income tax return, throw money on your utility plan and it'll lower your budget. Just little things to kind of think about. Also with your credit cards, another thing to do to help you pay them off. This is a little Dave Ramsey tip if any of you guys know him. This is something I researched when I was like, how am I going to pay off my credit cards? It's a little trick called snowballing. So what you do is you take the card with the lowest amount on it and you try to pay that one off first. So you try to pay a little bit more on that card if you can, pay it off. Then you take the payment that you were paying on that card and throw it on the next card, because you're already used to not having that money. Again, you're used to not having that money. So when you throw that payment onto the next card, it's doubling the payment for that card, and you'll pay that card off faster. And then you do that until your cards are paid off. Granted, it's not going to happen overnight, because it takes months and months and months, and like, I'm still in debt with some of my credit cards, but I have significantly lowered my debt from what it was by doing these things. Next, I'm going to tell you guys about some apps that I use. So this would be number 4, apps that I use that help me earn a little bit of extra cash and savings. So I use and by the way, none of this is sponsored. Hello, I don't have enough clout for that. So these are apps that I use to not only save money, but to earn a little bit of cash back. First would be Acorns. Acorns is an app where they take your loose change out of your account. So like, say you take your debit card and you go to Dunkin' Donuts and you spend $3.39 for a cold brew black. What it's going to do is it's going to take the change up to $4 and throw that into a savings account for you. They even have IRAs set up, which I actually have started. I also throw $10 a month into my savings account on Acorns, and it builds up so fast that you literally don't even notice the money going. Like, I have been broker than broke and not noticed them taking this money out to throw it in a savings account for me, which I have then used to withdraw and pay credit cards with. Fun fact. So that is a great app. And I'm going to link all of these apps below, and I'll even link like my referral stuff in there, because you get money and I get money, and that's, we stan. The next app that I have for you guys is called Drop. You link your email and you link your cards, and you earn points towards gift cards on it. So what's really cool about Drop is I've actually managed to use it every year to buy my daughter's clothes, because you're constantly earning points with it. And I traded in for Old Navy gift cards, like $10 here, $10 there, and it adds up, and I get her clothes on clearance, and it's like life-changing. And they have like so many store cards you can actually choose from. I ended up, the last time I cashed in my Drop points was for a $25 Ulta gift card. Hello, makeup, hi, replaced my foundation. Yes, Lord. Next on my list is Shopkick. I love Shopkick. You get points just for walking into a store. What? Yes, points for walking into a store. Then you can get points in the store for just walking around and scanning items. So if you have nothing to do, like on a Saturday or a Sunday and you're in Target, open up your Shop app and just walk around the store and scan stuff, and you get points. You just get points. And then if you buy the stuff, you get more points because you scan your receipt and it adds those points. But you don't have to buy the stuff. You can literally just scan it and get points, and it's amazing. I'm also trying to earn an Ulta gift card on that, or a Target one, because those are where I like to shop. The next one, Fetch. So Fetch is where you scan your grocery receipts. It's only grocery receipts, so it only works for grocery stores. But you scan those receipts and then you earn points, and you can then, again, it's another app where you can cash it in for gift cards. But hello, gift cards are money. Like, you're earning money, and that's awesome. And for literally doing nothing, just scanning a receipt. So with that one, my next one is Receipt Hog, where you can scan any receipt, like literally any receipt, gas, coffee, restaurant, grocery, whatever receipt you have. I've even done it with like my bills for getting oil changes at my dealership, like any receipt, and you earn points. And then with those coins that you earn, it's not points, it's coins. With those coins that you earn, you also can get like free spins, and you can earn more coins that way. Right now in that app for me, I can cash out for $5 with PayPal, but I'm saving up to try to cash out for more. But you can earn like legit money doing it. And it's like, again, what are you doing? You're scanning a receipt, takes 30 seconds. Like, just do it. Also, the Panel app. You have that on your phone. You have your location settings on. You earn points just for going places. You answer like these surveys, and it's like, were you here? Were you here? Were you there? And that's it. And then you earn points. I'm almost at $30 on the Panel app just for like driving around, you know, like going to work every day. Like, it's these apps are so simple and easy to use, and I'm going to link them all below because you guys should be using them because it's just awesome. So number 5, Along with points from apps, you can get points from credit cards. So as much as you should not use your credit card, you should use your credit card. And here's why. Depending on the credit card that you have, some of you might have a cashback rewards. Like I have one that earns me rewards at the Apple Store. I have one that earns me rewards towards Ulta. I have one that earns me double cashback rewards. Like whatever your goal is financially, like if you want to earn points towards Ulta so you can buy makeup, use the card, but be sure you can pay it off immediately. Use it like, say you go grocery shopping and you know your budget is $70, so you spend $70, instantly go pay that card off. So you've used the card, now go pay it off. That way you're not earning interest on that, you're not racking up debt, but you're earning cash back, because that is like what you want to do. If you can earn cash back, and like I know some of my cards too, like when I use them for purchases, I can then take money off my card just by cashing in my points. So there's that too. So they're all like, depending on what you want to earn rewards for. Like I have a Priceline card, I can earn rewards towards trips. Like whatever you want to earn your points on. Amazon, my Amazon card earns me points towards Amazon purchases, and sometimes I don't have to even pay for anything on Amazon because I've used my card and earned all these points. So they're just good ideas of like things you can do, but again, you want to pay that off right away. Don't rack up debt for yourself. Don't get yourself in trouble. The last little tidbit I have for you, and this is not for everybody, because I don't know how many of you watch my video and believe in Jesus and have like your faith on lockdown. So I'm just going to kind of throw this in as my own personal thing that I want to recommend to you. If you do go to church, if you do believe in Jesus, if you have a servant's heart, if you love God, tithe. So this was something that I was scared to do. And it took me a long time to want to do it, because I'm like, I don't have the money to tithe. But then the more I sat in church and the more I thought about things, I'm like, what do I mean I don't have the money to tithe? I have the money to go to Dunkin' Donuts all week, every week, spend $20-something on coffee, but I don't have the money to tithe. Tithing is 10% of your income. So think about that. If you're taking home $500 a week gross, that's $50 a week. $50 a week that you probably spend on clothing that you don't need, on coffee that you don't need, on makeup that you don't need, that you can buy cheaper. So it's just thinking of things in a different light. So instead of spending money on things you don't need, why don't you spend money and give back to God, who has provided for you everything that you have? I wouldn't have my job if it wasn't for God. I wouldn't have my house if it wasn't for God. Like I wouldn't have anything that I have if it wasn't for the Lord Almighty. And like, praise him for not leaving me like in a worse situation than I'm in and getting me to where I am today. Like I can't even tell you like the stories of redemption that I've had in my finances, just praying over them and working through them and being to a point where I can make this video for you guys on how I handle my money. So like I was telling you earlier, how I was able to wipe out a credit card with my tax return. Here is a tithing story for you. There are some weeks where like I literally don't know if I'm going to make it until Friday, but God always provides and I always make it out, and that's with tithing. So I started tithing well over a year ago, and I've been truly blessed. I've gotten 2 raises at work. Not even like big raises, but still, I mean, that's something, you know? And I have been able to pay things off that I never thought I would be able to pay off. So my tax return this year was literally $1 off of my largest credit card. Literally $1 off. $1 off of my largest credit card. Do you know, I wiped that thing out. I'm like, I'm putting my entire tax return into this. Bye tax return. We're paying that card off. And it was like such a huge relief for me. And there's just other stories, like I had been saving money for my car insurance and my car taxes, and my car insurance bill was going to be so high and I didn't know how I was going to do it, and my car tax bill was like stupid. I had to tell New London that I didn't live there anymore and that I lived here now. And so I had gone online and gotten a new insurance quote, and can I tell you, the money that I had in my account was the exact amount that I had saved that covered my new insurance quote and my car tax bill. Tithe. I'm telling you, tithe. You will be blessed. God provided for you, so you need to give back to God, because he will bless you in ways that you'd never even imagine. Like, I've had so many other things happen for me that I could share with you, but it's something that has truly blessed me in my life and helped me really prioritize like my mindset on how to handle my money. Because again, along with tithing, God is not going to give you more money if you can't handle what he's already given you. So like, don't think that you're going to get more money in life if you can't handle what you have now. It just doesn't work that way. Like, it just doesn't work that way. So those are the tips that I have for you on how I have handled my money and how I've saved my money, and they work really well for me. And even with, I know, like, future things coming up and expenses that I'm going to have, like, I have full trust and faith that I'm going to be able to make it out because I have these tools set in place for me now. So I hope you guys liked this video. I hope you got something out of it. I hope it helps you in some way, somehow. If you have any questions for me, feel free to ask them in the comments. Again, I will link all those apps below with my referral codes so that you guys can sign up and enjoy and reap the benefits. And I love you guys. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you in the next video. Bye.